If you saw my last video, it was a 2019 Chevy Silverado. Today, we're taking a look at a Ford. Can you guess what it is? All I'll tell you is it's a diesel. And that should narrow it down pretty good for you. But today we're going to look at a Ford F-250 6.7 liter Power Stroke. This is my very first time looking at a Ford truck. And what I mean by that is I've seen them, I've sat in them before, but this is my first time actually like caring to. You know, I'm pretty excited. I must say, this is a nice truck. Is it nicer than my Ram? Let's find out. So one thing I would like to point out is I like how clean the dash is on this truck. This is probably one of my favorite things about this truck so far, is how clean and well laid out everything is. You have your diesel exhaust brake, traction control, caution lights, looks like a downhill assist, blind spot monitoring, or it looks like, you know, lane departure, things like that. And it looks like you have a camera here. I did briefly click this button, and I know this truck does come equipped with a 360-degree camera. So if you click here, it'll give you all the options that you have. Looks like this might be for the bed. If you do have a gooseneck, you know, or a fifth wheel trailer, you can install that, of course, in this truck, and you'll still have the camera for that. Not too impressed with the resolution of this screen so far, but we'll see. The sun is glaring a little bit more than normal today, so you know, I may have to come back and take a look at it. So that was a 360 degree there. This is the front camera, which is really nice. And then it looks like you have your cameras on, you know, each side of the truck. Down here it has your media, and if you go for a little bit further down, you have your climate control, heated seats. I absolutely love how well laid out this truck is. You know, it's just, they did a really good job just making everything look clean and just simple. You know, that's one thing I did not like about Ford in the past, is everything looks simple, but they made the simplicity work on this truck very well. You know, you have your full drive system, you know, trailer brake. You know, even, you know, just to come over on this side here, even looking at the steering wheel, just, you know, how, you know, each button, I mean, it's just very clean. I can't get over that. I like that about this truck. Let's just see how easy it is to use this screen. Now again, I have never been inside of a Ford truck before prior to today. So I'm learning this all with you right now. As you can see, we're on audio right now. It looks like, you know, this is, of course, is your XM. If you hit sources, it shows you what you can do, AM, FM. We're on this XM right now. And then you have your Bluetooth stereo. If you go over to the climate, it looks like you have all your buttons look available at the bottom down here, but they still show it to you here on the screen. Now, it looks like if you hit home, you know, this looks like this takes you to your navigation and then your Sirius XM. I'm not sure if this is customizable, but as time goes, you know, we'll find out together. So anyways, so back here, you know, you can turn you can turn on your climate control through the screen, or you can turn it on down here. You can change where you want the air to go. Dual climate control. And of course, you have a heated steering wheel. You have your automatics listed here. Moving over to phone. If you would like to add a phone, I'm pretty sure all you have to do is click that button and it'll walk you through how to do it.
Search for your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found.
Wow, that's pretty loud. And then, of course, you have your navigation. If you want to add a destination, you can just, let's see, you can enter it. Now, let's do this. Wow. So this has the same setup as the Chevrolet did. So I really like how you don't have to put in the city, state, and then the address. I like how you can search, you know, what you want to look for in a navigation system without having to go through the process of having to do it. You can just click in what you want to search and things start to pop up. So I used to work at a dealership, and 114 Bombage Lane is where it was, and it started, and it populated where it was. So that's pretty cool there. And then it has down here, this again, I like how very neatly and simple everything's laid out. It's really easy to find things, and looking forward to really like looking a little bit deeper into the system. So if you want, it looks like in the apps, if you want to add a device, you have your SiriusXM travel link, kind of similar to what my truck has on mine. This is showing in the Gatesburg area. Mostly sunny today. As you can see, it's a high of 55. It's not 100 degrees outside today. Normally when I do my videos, you know, in the summer, it was 100 degrees. So you can, let's see, if you click area, you can do nearby, and it doesn't change anything. So, but that's fine. Like I said, I just wanted to show you, you know, just, you know, some of the, you know, the features in here and how it works there. And lastly is your settings. So one thing I really like about the Chevrolet was that they made things very customizable. You know, there's a lot of things about that truck that you can change, and there's just so much to it. So, and it looks like this, you know, my Ram truck was the same way. You know, you can pretty much customize, you know, the lights, the sounds inside the car. You can change the background and the navigation. But let's just go to general. So here are some of your general settings there. Let's pick on, let's do that first. I hate the beeping sound. I like it to be nice and quiet. So, ooh, what's this? Holy crap. This truck has a massager. Okay. 40 might have won me. Let's turn this on a little bit higher. Don't know if you can hear that, but the seat is literally kind of like moving up, you know, up and down inside the seat. That is pretty cool. So, wow, did not know that the truck had that. So this is a platinum too, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned this is a platinum Ford F-250. So I do not know if, you know, what package you have to have or what option you have to have in order to have that. So let me just show you around this truck really quickly. Then we're going to take a look at the window sticker, and then I'm going to show you what the Payload is. To start over here, you have a nice small compartment. I mean, you could probably put some pens, you know, some brochures, things like that in here. A nice little aluminum look too. Down here, you have a little compartment up top for your owner's manuals, and just a nice little space for some other things that you can throw in here. Looks like you can turn on and off the passenger side airbag, maybe if you have a child sitting up here. If you look inside the center console, you have some storage over here. You also have 2 cup holders. Out front, you have some USBs. And this is all like nice, in here it's just nice rubber. This is all hard plastic right here. Not too thrilled about that, but you know, it looks like these come out too. I always like when you can remove these, because as time goes on, these things get really dirty, and it's always good to be able to take them out, throw them in a bucket, and let them kind of clean themselves. So looking inside the center console, very, very deep. Most trucks today, you're gonna have a deep storage compartment. And then as you can see, you still have your coin holders. One recommendation to all you manufacturers who might be listening: always have 2 quarter, you know, holders. Quarters are very important today, so having 2 of those is always important. And you can always get rid of the penny. No one wants pennies in their truck. So as you can see here, you have 2 pen holders, and this center console, it looks like this is wrapped in a nice leather too. So on the side, you have a nice little pocket for storage. It's not deep. I figure it's probably about 1.5 inches or so deep. And as you can see on the side of the seat, I love how close. Hold on, let me move my cord so you don't get confused. But I like how close this is. On my truck, my phone always falls in between these seats. I like the fact that this is a little bit closer there. So on the left side of the steering wheel, you have these controls. This is going to control your multi-informational display in the center here. That's what I call it. And then just to try to keep my camera focused, I'm gonna go down. Actually, let's start from the top. From the very top, you have your trip. It's going to show you pretty much how far you drove, your average MPG, and then your miles until you're empty. Your second one is going to be your trip number 2, showing the same information. And then it shows your fuel economy, your average there. And it looks like that might, on the left side, looks like that might be like an instant too on that side, on the left side of the 18.2 average MPG. And then you have your compass, and then it jumps back up to the top there. As you can see, you know, all your gauges, you know, for your oil, your temperature, your fuel, your turbo PSIs. It shows you you're gonna have your RPMs on the left and your miles per hour on the right hand side. They have the tow haul mode right on the shifter, so you have to just click that in. You can shift it manually, just like my truck also. And as I think I showed this earlier, but you have your brake controller down here. Push button starts, it's kind of hidden. Not my favorite place to have it, but it's right there. All you have to do is put your foot down on the brake to start the truck. On this side of the door, that is something that, and it does it on both sides too, so here. Pretty nice. And then you have your power folding mirrors too. The rear windows are not auto up and down, but the front ones are. On the side here shows you your lock and unlock, which looks like these are also your seat memories. Let's turn the truck on and find out. Okay, so nothing's happening, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. On the side here, as you can see, you have your, it looks like to be your fog lights, your bed light, and it looks like your illumination for the interior, and then you have your headlights are up right in this toggle. And then from there, you have your power pedals on the bottom, and then hidden on the left side of your steering wheel, you have your telescoping power steering wheel. Really nice to have that too. The Ram trucks I do know are optional with the power pedals, but they do not come with a telescoping or a power steering wheel. So I'm just gonna forewarn you here. It's windy outside, so when I go outside, I might just kind of just show you around the truck, and then I might just bring you over to the side and then show you guys what the payload is. But before we do that, I want to show you up top here. You have a button up top here. It's going to slide your rear window. Love, love, love. I did not know this. Look at this. They have their auxiliaries in the right spot, and I actually like how they feel there too. Take notes, Ram. Put them up here. One more time. And as you can see, you're gonna have your storage compartment for your sunglasses. Rams do not have this. They actually have it up top here on the dash. And then as you can see, this truck is equipped with the panoramic sunroof. And here are your buttons too. Looks like you have all LED lights, and that is the case on the interior. This is going to slide your shade for the sunroof, and then this side over here is going to be for your light. So here's what we have. We have a 2019 F-250. This is going to be a 4x4 crew cab, platinum, and it's going to have the 6.7 liter power stroke. So I'm going to go through this pretty quickly. If you want to look at it, of course you can pause, but here's some of your exterior standard features you're going to have there, just to point out some things to you there. You're going to have full LED headlights and fog lights, which is really nice. Interior, you're going to have a 10-way power driver and passenger seat, heated and cooled front seats. The rear seats are going to be heated also, by the way. I'll show that to you there in a second. So on this also, you're going to have a heated leather wrap steering wheel too. As far as functionality goes, this has an adaptive steering. And it's going to have the B&O Play premium audio. And that's going to come standard on this platinum truck here. Everything that you see here is going to be standard for this truck. And it's going to have a hotspot. It's going to have push button start, excuse me. It's going to have the manual locking hubs. And then lastly, here's your safety and your warranty. Alright, here are your options. Now this paint on this truck is called the White Platinum Metallic Tri-Coat. It's $595 for that paint. And this truck was equipped with a 6.7 Power Stroke V8 diesel, $9,120. Shows no charge for that 6-speed automatic trans. The 355 was, rear axle is going to be $390. This truck was equipped with the FX4 off-road package. It shows you what comes with that there. This truck has a 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight package. Engine block heater. You got the snow plow package. Roof clearance lights. I don't know why that's option. It should be standard on a heavy duty truck, but maybe some people don't want it. And then you're going to have the upfitter switches, dual alternators, and the Platinum Ultimate package is going to show you here power panoramic sunroof, adaptive cruise control, and you're going to have the lane keeping alert, and an ultimate trailer and tow camera, which shows you the back of the bed there. So everything that you see on this truck on the standard is going to be $63,335. So if you just bought this truck in full-wheel drive with all the standard features with no extra options, that's what you would pay for this truck. And of course you have to add destination to that too, excuse me. Now on this truck here, your destination is going to be $1,495. And your grand total with all your options is $78,835. Now this truck does not have a lot of options on it, but it still managed to push this price of just options over $14,000, $14,005 to be exact. So as you can see, I'm sitting in the back seat right now. I gotta say, I have the driver's seat all the way back, and I want to show you my knees on this so you can get an idea of how large this truck is. I love that they put a plug. What is this? This is a 400 watt max 110 volt plug here, and then they actually have a plug up front. You can't really see it because the sun's glaring on it, but then you also have two USBs back here too. Now I was using this USB as I was showing you the navigation system, so the plug actually reaches pretty good to the front if you run out of plugs up front. You're going to steal them from your rear passengers. They still give you just your regular outlet here too. I'm 6 foot and 1 inch, give or take. I have this seat all the way back, and I still have a good amount of space back here. If you look on the side of the door, nice little wood trim. I like how they hide these door handles in the inside of this, pull grip to pull the door closed. Power windows on the side. Some storage, cup holder down here, and some, more storage on the bottom. In the center, you have a nice little armrest, 2 extra cup holders, and on the back of the seat, more storage. Let's take a look on the bottom of the rear seats and see how much storage they have down there. You're gonna have your storage below the seat here. This is a 60/40 bench there. I still kind of like my storage better in my truck, in my Ram truck, but this does give you a lot of storage back here. This has a flat floor, as you can see. My truck does have a hump, which does kind of get in the way sometimes, but this has like a rubber padding here too to kind of like absorb some of that rattle too. Although this is hard pack, it's plastic up here and up here too. So I wanted to show you there, if you don't want the storage up, you can actually lock this in place right here. You can lock it and you can push this down here. Now I'm going to show you how you have to put it back up. So all you have to do is unlock it. You have to pull it towards you, and then you can stick your hand right here and lift this up, and then there's a latch that you pull to lock this in place. And all you have to do is just reverse it. That's pretty innovative, nice, and clean. And as I mentioned, you have a 60/40 bench back here too. So let's take a look on the outside of the truck, and then I'm going to show you guys, nice little LEDs, and I'm going to show you guys what the Payload is. It's kind of windy today, so I'm probably just going to bore you with some music and just kind of show you the outside of the truck here. Well, I figured instead of just playing music in the background, maybe I could just tell you a little bit about the truck. So as you see, this does have that 6.7 liter Power Stroke turbo diesel. It's going to be a V8, 450 horsepower, which is ridiculous. 935 pound-feet of torque, Normally I don't talk about power because I don't really care about the numbers. I really do care more about the towing numbers because that's what ultimately gonna define what that truck is actually really capable of. But for the most part, this is a very capable truck. Now, as you can see, this does have all LEDs up front in the housing, on the headlights, and on the fog lights also. Really nice front end. I really like the grille on this truck. I always thought that the Platinum was the highest trim level for this truck also, but there's actually a limited trim level too, so make sure you keep that in mind if you are looking at this truck here. So, but you know, as you can see, that front camera's on the front, on the Ford emblem too. But this is just such a really nice truck. Really nice side view of this truck also. I love the wheels on this. This is a 20-inch wheel for the Platinum, and I gotta say, it really makes this truck look really nice. Love the badges. It really sets it off too. But this is going to be your 20-inch wheel, and I'm going to show you what the tire size is too. It's going to be a 275 65 20, and you can see those running boards on the bottom too. Just let you take a quick look at them. I mean, even for this this truck being $78,000, for the most part, it's a pretty good deal for a truck like this. And then here's your dual exhaust. This truck does have rear leaf springs on their 3/4 ton trucks. Something good to point out. You know, in the Ram trucks, they do have the leaf springs. I like the fact that this truck did have the step and assist handle on the rear of the tailgate. This goes to show you that these truck manufacturers take pride in their trucks and their customers to kind of go the extra mile and give you these types of features. I mean, for them to think about something like this is really cool. And as you see, I had the camera in my hand, and I was able to put that down without having to put the camera down. So I thought that was really cool. And so it's really easy to do. You know, all you have to do is just kind of, I think there's a button on top of the tailgate right there if you can see it. And you just push that button, it slides out, and you have another button that you push for the handle, and it pops out too. So really easy. But take a look at this tailgate. I mean, this is a beautiful truck. I mean, trucks are pretty much the new, you know, top line sedans like the Mercedes S-Classes. I mean, this is just such a beautiful truck. And I can't say enough about Ford. I mean, they did a good job. For me not having been a part of this brand, I really can say I was excited, excuse me, about really going to see this truck. But I'm gonna show you really quickly that leaf spring suspension here. I'll give you a better view in the back. Now you can see they have like a little liner in the wheel well there. I always like the look of a brand new suspension on a truck before it gets really dirty. So here's a better view of that rear leaf spring from the rear. You see that little bump stop right there also. So I wanted to point out too, this truck does have a fully boxed high strength steel frame. It's gonna have 10 cross members too. And I did some research, and it looks like this frame is actually 24 times stronger than the previous generation of Ford heavy duties too, which is really cool. Just thought I'd point that out to you. So this truck does have, for front and rear brakes, it's gonna have a 14.3 inch diameter brakes also. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you guys the headlights on this truck. I'm just going to kind of turn the headlights on and kind of show you what they do, so stay tuned for that in a second here.
Alright, so here we go. So this is a little bit more harder for me to read. Wow. But your front gross axle weight rating is 5,990 pounds. And your rear gross axle weight rating is going to be 6,340 pounds. You're going to have a gross vehicle weight rating, because this is a 3/4 ton, at 10,000 pounds. Now, as you can imagine, this being a top trim level truck, payload's going to kind of suffer. But it's 2,175 pounds. So this truck had, if you saw, it had the rear leaf springs And as you can see, like I said, this truck has a 6.7 liter power stroke, so you're gonna have a little bit more of extra weight on this truck. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like and subscribe if so. And yeah, like I said, I'll have more videos coming to you soon. Thank you.